Alright, this is Tactical Breach Wizards. It's been a while since we showed it, and at time of recording we're gearing up to do a beta, which you can sign up for publicly. So I thought I should do a video to show you what it's like now. It's a puzzle tactics game about wizards in Kevlar unraveling a global geopolitical conspiracy by knocking people through windows and coming to terms with their feelings. So on the left here we have Zan. He is a Navy Seer. He can see 1 second into the future, and his abilities all revolve around manipulating time and supporting his team. On the right is Jen. She is a freelance storm witch and a private investigator. Her abilities involve pushing people around with lightning to get them where you want them to be. So I'm going to skip the story here because it won't make a lot of sense out of context, and also I don't want to spoil it. And get on with the mission, which is to knock out all enemies and seal all reinforcement doors. Reinforcement doors are these ones with the arrows. Each one of these is going to spawn one enemy each turn for 3 turns, unless I stop them by sealing them up. So those are probably my first priority. So with Jen, I'm going to change where she's breaching. So she's going to breach up here because that'll leave her close enough to this door that she can run there this turn. And once she's there, I can seal it up with some ghost planks. And now no one can come in through there. So I save myself 3 enemies by doing that, and I gain some mana. And mana is what you use for your fancier abilities. My basic attack just knocks people back, and if they hit a wall, then that's good enough to knock them out. But my fancier one, Chain Bolt, I can chain it through people, and when I do, knocks them each in that direction. And so this guy, because he only got knocked into empty space, he didn't take any damage. But I can improve on that. If I move Zan up here, he's going to move to this Intel. Intel is another sort of secondary objective, and when you grab it, you gain mana. And then he's going to set up a predictive bolt, which is a ability where if he predicts that someone's going to cross that line, and then they do, he gets a free shot on them that does a lot of damage. So his prediction in this case is not too much of a guess, because we're going to use Chain Bolt to push this person into that. And that takes them both out. So then Zan is now close enough to this guy. This is a grenadier. They take cover and they hide from you. They're quite difficult to take out normally, but since we're close to this guy, it's easy enough to shoot him over. And Zan is being targeted by this tracker. If I'd let that happen, if I foresee he's going to get shot, that's not great. So let's rewind and have him take cover so he doesn't get shot. So that's our first turn. Because we didn't seal the other door and enemies come in through there, and Zan is in a certain amount of trouble now, I'm going to move him down here to get him out of the way of the uppermost tracker. Of course, he's not in a better spot here, but I think Jen can help him out. So if Jen moves here, I chose that spot because it's close to the intel, so she can grab that to keep her mana up. And now, so Zan can take out this guy, but that leaves us with a problem because Jen can't take out this one, and Zan's out of actions. So I'm actually going to rewind and have Zan... basically, I want to use Jen to chain bolt through these guys. If she could hit this guy, she could chain from there and to hit there, and the angle on that is good enough that it'll hit the wall and pass out. But Zan is in the way at the moment, so I'm going to switch back to Zan, have him take cover, and now there's a clear line of sight, and Jen can set up that chain bolt, which takes them both out. And then Zan can stand back up and grab that intel. And actually, now that he has some mana to spare, we can do better than this, because... So Jen can't see anyone right now, but one thing Zan can spend mana on is a time boost, and if he throws that to Jen, she gets an extra action. She still can't hit anybody, but she does have Gale Grenade. Gale Grenade's a thing that would just knock people back by 1 tile. There aren't any enemies I can hit with it, but I can just throw it at this crate to knock myself back, and that gets me in a good position to have a line of sight on this guy. So I'll use the action that Navy Seer gave me to take out that one last guy. And that's actually everybody, but of course we haven't sealed the door, so we're going to have one more to deal with. But that's easy enough because Zan is close enough to this door to run over there. There's only 1 enemy remaining there, but it's still good to seal it and take this last guy out. So that's the mission. Well, that's the level. Each mission is several levels in the same building. You move through the building bit by bit. And this next one I'm going to show you... I'm not going to play through it. I'm just going to show you the basic concept. So I'll skip the story again. The issue on this level is that if we breach this door that we've started next to, we get shot. And I'd rather not. So I'm going to redeploy Zan, in this case, over to this side. And if he just runs into this room, he's got line of sight on this guy and can take him out. So that enables Jen to breach in here. And once she's in, if she can get line of sight on here, that would be a real nice help, because Zan is currently in a bit of trouble, and she can knock this guy through the window. So yeah, I'm not going to play the rest of that because I don't want to spoil the rest of it, but that's the general concept. This idea actually was, this is a level based on a version that our artist John Roberts did, and in our last beta we had Steam Workshop support, and I was just browsing for like the best levels there, and the 2 best rated levels on our Steam Workshop are by our artist, who I didn't even know had made any levels. And I love the concept of this one, so I kind of adapted it to work it into the campaign. Let's skip the rest of this level and show you just one more thing, which is between missions you debrief, basically. You chat about what happened and what it means in the context of the whole conspiracy plot. Again, I'm going to skip it because I don't want to spoil too much. But then you get to spend some perk points, and so you get to upgrade your wizards, and that's the exciting part to me. So Chainbolt, that one that roots through people, we can make that hit one more target. We're planning a few more attunements for this one where you can let it, push people around even more violently and chain through even more targets than that. People have inherent things you can spend, like charms, to increase their move range. And on Zan, he can make his predicted bolt free. And my favorite is the supportive fire, on his basic attack. So this means that every time a teammate uses their standard attack, he takes a free shot at that target. So then it's all about positioning him so that he can see whoever you're attacking, so that when they attack, you pile on and stack up the damage that way. So that's about all I'm going to show you this time. If you want to get in on the beta, and you're hearing this roughly in the same time period that I'm recording it, then you can do so at our Steam page. And if it's too late for that, then you can at least wishlist it, which is a nice thing.